Ever wondered how two nations, reluctant for war, find themselves on the brink? Today, we dive deep into the risk of war, understanding the U.S. Iran dynamic in 2024. In recent events, a January 28 drone attack by an Iranian-aligned group on an obscure outpost, Tower 22, triggered a series of events. This attack claimed 3 U.S. soldiers and wounded over 40 others, prompting President Biden's retaliatory strikes. But the key question remains, how did we get here? Both President Biden and Iran's supreme leader, Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, express a reluctance for full-scale war. Biden emphasizes the desire to deter Tehran without provoking all-out conflict. On Iran's side, officials claim they are not directly involved in the decision-making of resistance groups. So, if both sides want to avoid war, why the escalating tensions? To understand the risks, we need to look beyond the immediate events. The U.S., with troops stationed across the Middle East, faces potential triggers for conflict. Meanwhile, Iran's proxy militias, operating in multiple regions, may be difficult to fully control. This delicate dance places both nations on a permanent hair trigger, teetering on the edge. The broader issue is whether the U.S., by pledging to remain the world's indispensable nation, has put itself at risk. Strategic confusion, epitomized by the January 28 attack on Tower 22, highlights the dangers of unclear military missions. Let's zoom in on the January 28 attack at Tower 22, an outpost few knew existed. This outpost, a remnant of the campaign against ISIS, symbolizes strategic vulnerabilities. Despite ISIS's defeat, troops remained, becoming potential targets for future conflicts. The US and Iran are already engaged in a low-level war through proxy militias. These groups, often supported and trained by Iran, operate from Yemen to Syria to Lebanon. But the question lingers, how much control does Iran truly have over these militant groups? The conflict's ripple effects extend beyond US-Iran relations. Escalations since the 2023 Hamas attack on Israel have resulted in daily hostilities. Iranian-backed groups target US troops, while Houthi rebels in Yemen, also supported by Tehran, provoke conflicts in the Red Sea. As we dissect the January 28 attack, one question prevails: could this lead to a wider conflict? President Biden's cautious response aims to avoid direct war with Iran. However, the delicate balance between retaliation and avoiding escalation is precarious. As we conclude our exploration into the US-Iran dynamic in 2024, the risk of war remains ever present. What are your thoughts on this complex geopolitical landscape? Drop them in the comments below. Hit like if you found this exploration insightful, and if you crave more in-depth analyses, don't forget to subscribe. Until next time.